A nightmare is to follow your dream.
Are you fucking crazy?
Hey artists! So here's what I want you to do today. Forget physically following your dreams for a second. Forget the hustle and the get up and do it mode that we're always in, and let's stop and think about emotionally and mentally following our dreams. It's actually a lot harder than physical. Wouldn't you agree? We have constant and amazing access from other artists and coaches and mentors on how to physically follow our goals. We have step-by-step guidelines on how to record, market, and promote our music. But where's the how-to on how to not go crazy while pursuing such an intimidating goal? Working for music success is physically hard. Waking up, getting dressed, doing our research, recording our music, working at a job that we hate so that we can record and afford to do our music, the daily grind, making content, and the list goes on. And now our brains might shut down because we're in hustle mode, but think about how you feel when the day is over and you're just laying in bed. Can't really shut off your brain, can you? Because now comes the mental and emotional grind of following your dreams. The side that nobody talks about. And that side is just filled with beautiful, lovely things. Like feeling anxious, a constant race with the clock, not feeling good enough, not feeling talented enough, comparing yourselves to others, self-doubt, money worries, and the list goes on with that too. And unfortunately, that list is so much longer. As artists, once we get past the emotional and mental anguish of getting started, we now have to deal with the emotional and mental anguish of staying motivated and staying excited and fighting for this goal. Even though our streams are low, our views are low, and we're low. It's really hard to share your music and all your hard work when you feel like nobody is listening. And not to mention, it's extremely expensive to make those songs that nobody is listening to. You're not alone. As artists, for some reason, we're under this impression that we have to work and work and work and hustle and just get it done and try to reach our successes as fast as possible so that we can reap the benefits of it as soon as possible. But we keep forgetting to remember one very important thing, our mental health. If you're not happy up here, you're not going to be happy here. So I want to talk about some really easy and very simple mental health tips. They're very simple. You might think they're not important, but you'd be very surprised how important they really are. So let's get into it. A very special mental health tip that I have during the growing your fan base stage is to focus on the little wins. They're just as important as the big wins. Gaining 1 follower a day or getting 1 stream a day on your new song doesn't really sound that exciting, but it is. Yes, it's a small number, but think about the compliment that is. To have a complete stranger listen to your music and then to even follow you afterwards is a huge deal. It shows you are worthy and you do have the potential to make it in the industry. Appreciate the small wins. Focus on the things that are happening, not the things that aren't. My next tip is to remember when to take a break. Whenever you're feeling mentally and emotionally drained, it is so important to do it right then and there. We're always hearing hustle, 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 but that is code for burn yourself out. It's okay to not post content one day, and it's okay to not write or record. I guarantee you it is not detrimental to your successes or your career. Instead, do something that makes you feel relaxed and takes your mind off your music. Also, side note, this is a great way to spark new creativity and new ideas because you're allowing your mind to rest and to drift. When you're in work mode 24/7, so is your brain. Ever hear of writer's block? It's always solved by walking away and putting your mind on other things. Things you can do to relax the mind are go for a walk, read a book, meditate, watch TV. You could cuddle with your pet or with your kid, hang out with a friend, or just try doing other easier and more simpler tasks. I burned out thousands of times, and not taking breaks in the moment when I actually needed them, I see now only dragged the process out even longer for me. Not taking the breaks we need in the moment eventually leads us to burning out. Then burning out leads us to feeling depressed, and then we don't get stuff done for weeks. And I don't know about you, but weeks sounds a lot worse than a couple of hours. These are really, really simple tips, but they're so important. We have to focus on the little wins, and we have to focus on the now and what's happening that is exciting and is positive, instead of focusing on the negative and the things that we don't have. You'd be so surprised how much this can improve your mental health. And taking breaks is very, very crucial. And that's why there's only a couple tips in this video, because these are the most important. If you don't take a break, you're definitely gonna burn out. We need to put our mental health first. This journey is difficult. Being an independent artist isn't taken seriously by others. You're often looked at as weird, or like your head is in the clouds, or we're often pitied or bullied. That weighs a lot on our mental health. Physically following our goals is close to impossible if we're not mentally and emotionally okay. And now I think we can all agree that the world we live in is just so crazy. There's so much fear and confusion, and there's so much stress and anxiety. So to have such an intimidating passion on top of that only makes it harder for us up here. We all want to succeed and hustle, and all we hear is work your ass off now so we can benefit from it later. And now that's true in a sense, but it's also very important to live in the moment and not just for the future. This is your journey. Don't rush the now and make your present miserable because you're waiting on the future. It's never a good idea to wait on happiness. Our struggles are real, and our hard work and all our efforts are real, and people are going to appreciate your story. And that's what's going to make you an admirable artist to somebody else. The hard times and all the hard work and all of our efforts and stress are the moments that we are going to remember the most when we're relaxing on our yacht. Yes, work hard and fight for your dream, but do it smart. Your mental journey is just as important as your physical one. I really hope you guys liked today's video, and don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment here and there for other artists. If you guys have any other suggestions or ideas on how to relax our mind and kind of keep ourselves away from burning out and just helping us mentally and emotionally follow our dreams. It's really important to bounce ideas off each other and to support each other, because you and I both know that it's really tough to find support out there. I have high hopes for you guys, and I believe in you. So keep going and don't give up. Have a great rest of the week, guys, and I will see you next Tuesday.